to another of my live videos. I'm just going to confirming the current team news ahead of the Huddersfield Manchester United game in the current Premier League. And believe it or not, this is the first meeting between Huddersfield and Manchester United since the early 1970s, because Huddersfield had been at the top flight for 40 odd years. So this is the first meeting between these two sides since the early 1970s, and it's going to be odds on it's going to be a Manchester United win, considering the way that we're currently playing. We've got 21 goals, I think, in the Premier League. I think we've got over 30 in all competitions, 21 goals in the Premier League. We only conceded 2 goals. We've kept 7 clean sheets so far this season. So I presume it will be Manchester United win. But we know we can confirm that Ibrahimovic is expected to return in December, so he's going to be back in action. Rojo could be expected back in a couple of weeks for us. We know Fellaini's still out. Fellaini, who's been playing well in midfield, still out. Our most potential creative midfielder, Paul Pogba's still out. He's been out for over a month now. So we know. So Jose Mourinho has the team news has been confirmed. So we're going to go through it. He's gone with a 4-2-3-1. You've got David De Gea in goal. He's gone with Valencia, Smalling, Jones, centre back partnership. I did say Jones would be back for this game. We know Bailey's injured as well. So we have still got quite a few injuries. Jones didn't play in the game against Benfica the other night as well. So you've got Valencia, Smalling, Jones, Ashley Young at the left back position as well. Ashley Young played on the right hand side against Liverpool, didn't he? But he's been selected for the left back today, and he's been our most essential left back. He's been playing very, very well at that left back position. And Ashley Young, when he's been performing now, he's done very, very well. We've got Luke Shaw, who's been mainly playing for the under-23s. Only played 45 minutes since he's come back. I think he's still undergoing rehabilitation. Rojo's still injured there, as I said. Blin's been playing there this season. Darmin's been playing well there this season. Blin played at left back, didn't he, the other night against Benfica. Then obviously you've got your midfield of Herrera and Matic, as we all knew. And then you've got Antonio Martial on the left, who's got 5 goals this season so far for us. I think Mourinho might have thought it may have been a risk playing Marcus Rashford due to that slight knee injury he suffered in the Benfica game when he come off towards the end of the game. I said I hope that he's not too severe, so he's probably not risked Rashford. He's put Martial on the left. He's put Juan Mata in the number 10. I don't think has operated in the number 10 role this season, because Mkhitaryan's been playing mostly in that number 10 position, hasn't he? You've got Lingard on the right hand side. He's very, very good in the attacking final third of the pitch. And then you've got Romelu Lukaku up front, as always, who's got 11 goals in all competitions. Hasn't scored in the last couple of games, as we all know. Didn't score against Benfica. Didn't score against Liverpool. There wasn't, you can say, our performances have been very, very good this season. I don't think but last 2 games, the performances have not been up to scratch. Benfica wasn't the best performance. It wasn't a bad performance, but it wasn't the best performance. It wasn't the most convincing performance. Liverpool was just a game where we just sat back and we was playing very, very defensively in the Liverpool game. But we did manage to get a point, and we are still keeping clean sheets. And that is all what matters in the process. Dad? 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 Oh, is it you? Oh, is it you? Is it you? Oh, sorry. See you later. Very, very interesting this. So yeah, he's got with the 4-3-1. De Gea, Valencia, Smalling, Jones, Young, Matic, Herrera, Lingard on the right, Mata in the middle, Martial on the left, and Lukaku. That looks a pretty decent team. The last 2 games have not been very, very good performances, but do look at the injuries Man United have got. Let's be honest, we've got, Rashford suffered a slight injury. I hope that's not too severe, actually. I don't think it is. We've got Bailey out. We've got Rojo out still. We've got Rojo out, Fellaini out, Paul Pogba out, and we suffered a lot of injuries last season. So considering the amount of injuries we've got, we're doing very, very well this season. We are doing very, very well this season. I think against Huddersfield Town sides, we know what we're Manchester United in. We know what we're Manchester United in the past. We have been beaten quite a few times, especially under the Fergie era, by new promoted teams. We saw it with Burnley, didn't he, back in 2009-10. We saw it with Bournemouth back in 2015-16. We got defeated 2-1. So shocks can happen, but I think Man United are just going to have too much quality and depth in this game, especially. Just let's go into the other fixtures now. Let's see what's going on. So only 2 points off City. We are only 2 points off City. They got home to Burnley today. You see the football they're playing, the class they've got in their squad, Manchester City. You know, you should presume it's going to be pretty easy points for City. But considering Burnley, you know, not a bad team. Chris Woods were pretty good for them. You know, they've done well this season. You know, against the big teams, they've got a draw at likes of Spurs. You know, got a result, won at Chelsea on the beginning of the season. Got a draw at Anfield. So Burnley haven't done bad. You know, they haven't done bad at all, and they especially haven't done bad against the big teams this season. So you never know. But obviously, I'm going to put money down for the Manchester City win. You've got Chelsea drawing with Watford 2-2. That's a shock as well. I thought Chelsea are winless in 3 games, and there was reports saying that Conte could go back to Italy next summer. Yeah. Sorry, apologise. 3-2 Chelsea. I think Chelsea just scored. So yeah, it's 3-2 Chelsea now. Chelsea are winless in 3 games, as I said. But you can tell the difference, can't you? Let's have a look. You can tell the difference, can't you? Because in the last 3, Chelsea have not been playing so good, and they're only just grinding this one out as well. It's 3-2, so they're only just, you know, grinding this game out as well. So for me, there's your Huddersfield Manchester United team news there confirmed. As I said, it's 3 o'clock. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch or try and stream the game. I don't know if I can do it because it's not on telly. If I can try and stream it on a laptop, I will. The stream's not very, very good though, so if I can't watch the game, I'll have to catch up on the extended highlights on YouTube or something. I'll have a watcher on YouTube for that. But yeah, yeah, guys, that's really about it. So anyway, guys, that's the team news confirmed for the Huddersfield Manchester United game. I'm sure it's going to be Man United winner, as I said. Hopefully we can get the win. If we do get a shock and we do lose a game, I will be very disappointed. But I hope Man United can win today and put in a good performance today, because we've seen in the last 2 for Man United, in the Benfica and Liverpool, we haven't lost the games, but the performances have not been the best, you know, as we've seen in the recent weeks. You know, we've been scoring 4 goals, we've been scoring 3 goals, and you know, we scored 1 against Benfica. That was a defensive error from the Benfica goalkeeper. Didn't get 1 against Liverpool because we were playing very, very defensively, but did very, very well, you know, to go there and get a point without, you know, showing any attacking spirit in the game. But I think, you know, we need to step up the performance today, maybe get quite a few goals as well, and get the result today, because it's always important, because if we don't get the win today and City, you know, beat Burnley, you know, City go further ahead. And we know it's early days, but you don't want a team like City, who are playing very, very well this season with strong players, just like Man United, you know, got strong players, but City are unstoppable at the moment. As I said, you know, Man United have got big. Let's just have a look. Man United have got big games coming up soon. Man United have got big games coming up soon. We go to like Swansea. When's the Swansea game? Yeah, we go to like Swansea through the week. Swansea is Saturday today, innit? So 22nd. Swansea's Tuesday. And then next week we play Tottenham at home, which is going to be a very, very difficult game, believe it or not, because Tottenham are in very, very good form this season. They've been consistent 3 seasons, and away from home this season they've got a fantastic record away from home, but haven't done so good at Wembley. Then we've got Benfica at home after Spurs, and then we go to Stamford Bridge. That's going to be another tough game as well. So we have got games coming up thick and fast. So I presume win today. Swansea, we should win at Swansea. You know, because we beat them comfortably in the league, didn't we, by 4-0. Tottenham at home is going to be a difficult game, but I think we will have the home advantage. That's going to be interesting, isn't it? Kane versus Lukaku, going to be very, very interesting indeed. Benfica home, United win, I presume, even though they're Portugal champions, but they haven't done well in the Champions League, Benfica. They've lost 3 out of 3. Chelsea away, going to be a tough game at Stamford Bridge, because We know we didn't Man United go once like 9 years without a winning at Stamford Bridge. I think we went 8 or 9 years. We had a terrible record at Stamford Bridge, and Stamford Bridge used to be a fortress, especially under Jose Mourinho. But Old Trafford used to be a fortress, especially when we had Alex Ferguson, and it wasn't as much as a fort. It wasn't a fortress at all when we lost Alex Ferguson. But as I said, looks like Jose Mourinho's now turned it all around. As I said, I'm still convinced. We get the points today. I'm not being put off by the last two performances because at the end of the day, it wasn't the best performance of Benfica, but we got the win. Liverpool wasn't a good performance, still got a point, didn't concede either. And that's what's important, we're still on course, we're not conceding goals. We've been scoring goals this season, so what we didn't do last season, score goals, but we didn't concede many goals last season, but we didn't score enough. And this is why, we were where we were last season, but this season is a dramatic change. So, big games coming up. There's Huddersfield today, Swansea in the EFL Cup. That's going to be a win. Tottenham's going to be hard to predict, even though a home advantage. Chelsea away is going to be hard. So, there could be at least one of them games out of the Tottenham, Chelsea, where we could slip up, believe it or not, which I do not hope does not happen. But, yeah, we'll see. And then, yeah, we've got Manchester City on the 10th of December, our first Manchester derby at home this season. That's going to be a very, very hard game. Going to be an interesting game of football as well. So, yeah, as I said, as I was saying to you guys, the team news has been confirmed. Should be a good enough team, as I said. Presume Jose Mourinho will be rotated squad list differently, been in a few substitutes on. He's rested Mkhitaryan for this game. Due to that, he has been scoring goals this season. He has been providing assists as well, but hasn't been good in his last few games. Wasn't good against Benfica either. I thought he was poor. And Herrera, he's going to be featuring a lot, until he's in the midfield with Matic. I thought Matic played well against Benfica as well. I thought he gave more possession. I thought, his pass ability was very, very good. But Herrera is only featuring now because due to that Fellaini and Pogba are injured. But Herrera has not made an impact at all when he's played this season, especially in the midfield three. He hasn't operated well at all as Ander Herrera, but he's still an essential player for me. I hope Man United, can at least, if they don't secure a new deal, add a 1-year extension on his contract. But that's what I hope. But anyway, this is the first meeting between Huddersfield and Manchester United since the 1970s. And Huddersfield come up last season because they won the play-off final as well. So anyway, guys, that's everything today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. Subscribe to my channel, as always, and take it easy, and I'll see you later. Bye.